This lady is obviously still in love with Kody Brown. And this most recent episode of Sister Wives just solidified that child. This lady right here, Meri Brown, Meri, you need to worthy up for real. Did y'all see her reaction to all this? Boy, she was loving the affection and attention. Even said she'd hug Cody. Ew. What? What? This person took to Reddit to point out it's a mark of how broken the relationship between Meri and Christine was that Meri still chooses Cody. Meri saying she doesn't have trust with Christine. And the sneak peek of this week's new episode with her complaining that Christine is even speaking about Cody when she has a new husband, all while laughing away at clips of Cody and saying she'd probably hug him if Suki brought him on stage during her interview, just made me think. Even after everything and no longer being besties with Robin, Meri still has underlying affection, or at least the memory of love, with Cody. It's not there with Christine, and I think that really says a lot. Fans took to the comment section and posted their thoughts and opinions. And by the way, I want to encourage you to meet me in the comments below with your thoughts and opinions on this. If you think Meri still has an underlying love for Cody, because in this recent part 2 one-on-one special, to me it was hella obvious. Meri was the one who brought up to Suki the clip of moving day. Suki didn't even bring it up. Go back and watch. I already did. Meri set the whole clip. Meri said, oh, I thought we was going to talk about moving day. Then Suki switches gears to moving day per Meri. Meri brought up moving day when Cody was showing her affection. Oh, yes. That was Meri. All the while, I want you to pay attention to her body language and her face. She was smiling, laughing. She loved to see that. That was very telling. Very telling to me. Meri, hashtag worthy up, sister. Period. This person said, these women have been pitted against each other for their entire marriages, and they have both done things that are cruel. I think we've seen Christine be ugly to Meri many times, and Meri's also been ugly towards Christine, especially after she left Cody. I remember Meri sitting on her rear on Christine's back porch in Flagstaff while Cody was screaming at Christine in her face, and all Meri did was snicker and laugh. Hashtag worthy up, Meri. See, sometimes when I try to believe people change, I am reminded of their shitty behavior. Okay? People can say whatever. I say this all the time. I feel this so much every day. I'm just going to keep saying it so you know. People will tell you what they think you want to hear. People will paint themselves. People will say who they want to be. People will paint themselves to be somebody they're not. Pay attention to people's actions. People's actions will show you who the F they are. Meri. Mean girl Meri. Maybe that's why she ain't got many people paying for her worthy up scam. Situation. Business. Anyway. Look, I can't stand it when folks get out here and be like, I'm a good person. I have and did y'all hear her hoopla? She's trying to... Y'all, Meri's trying so hard to be somebody she's not, and it ain't looking good. It just ain't a good look. I have so much embarrassment for her every time she speaks because it sounds that ridiculous. She don't even make sense because she don't even believe what the hell she's saying. These people, Lord have mercy, these fake people really irritate me. Why is it so hard for people to be themselves? Ain't nobody perfect. Why do people try so hard to preach to you about perfection and, oh, I am this way when I'm not feeling worthy. Girl, please, good God, save the Mel Robbins, save the Joel Osteen speech. Nobody buys it, Mary. Girl, we've seen you laugh. We've seen you smile. We've seen the love in your eyes. We've seen the desperation in your eyes. Let's call it all the way like it is. Desperado. Meri is so desperate for Kody Brown's love and attention. It is pathetic and embarrassing to watch as a woman. Whew. Had to get that out. And if you don't like what I say, that is fine. You have a right to your opinion. That's another thing I want to say. Do not beat somebody down for their opinion. If you don't agree with it, keep it moving, sis, because you ain't going to change nobody's opinion. Okay? I form my opinion based on people's actions. I don't form my opinion based on everybody else's opinion, period. And you don't need to either. People got balls to come up in comment section and trust and believe they'll be in every comment section of every video debating everything I have to say. They just some people like that in the world. Pathetic. Ain't got no lives. Probably ain't been outside in days. Let me get back on track. Lord have mercy. These people irritate the mess out of me. I'm talking about Meri. I think right now they're trying to reduce damage they do to each other. But they still don't like each other. Meri and Janelle seem closer to me now, honestly. And I never thought that would happen because it seemed like Meri and Christine had good rapport after the early seasons. Or in the early seasons. But there's been a lot that's happened since then. And I think Meri's emotional healing has been demonstrated towards her emotionally supported. I don't think Meri has emotionally or physically healed at all. I think Meri, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I think Meri's a liar and Christine knows it. And that's why Christine don't want nothing to do with her, period. All these women have damaged each other, and sometimes you choose a different path from someone you used to connect to because the damage way too much and been... Okay, well, I also want to say this. That's like Suki pressing to Janelle about Kody and Robin. And Janelle finally said, I don't like them. I don't want to know them. Why? Look, first off, I want to point out when Suki was, now, okay, don't get me wrong. I think Suki done great. I loved Suki during the season 19 one-on-one. She's pushing. But I'm going to say something about this. I didn't like the part where she's pushing Janelle. Would you ever be civil? Why not? Would you ever sit down with Kody and Robin? Why not? Why are you asking her? That's her ex. I've said it many times. I don't have a conversation. I don't have to be civil with my ex. My partner is. My husband is. I'm not. Don't have to be. You don't have to be around people that irritate you or trigger your mental health or peace of mind. I can't say it no more clear. There is so many unhealed and uneducated people out here who are mentally unwell out here acting like you've got to be friends with people. You ain't got to be friends with no damn body. Don't let people tell you wrong. That is wrong. Kody and Robin irritate and trigger Janelle. She ain't got to know them. She ain't got to, you know what I would have said if I was Janelle? Who? And if she would have kept saying Kody and Robin, I would have played a Kody and Robin card. You know how they play dumb? You know how they're dumb and ignorant in their interviews? You know how Robin's like, I don't have to watch this. It hurts too much. And then Cody's like, well, I'm not watching it. I don't have to answer. Well, if I was Janelle, I would have said who? When Suki said, well, is there ever a chance you would be civil with Kody and Robin? I'd say, who? I don't know them. Next. That's how you handle that. Yeah, they were each other's competition. Plus, they both grew up in a hella effed up cult. Meri and Janelle are always going to have a much different relationship with each other than they do with Christine or even Robin. There is weirdness with Janelle previously being married to Meri's brother, but they learn how to be sister wives together. I also did not realize that Janelle had Logan like 4 months after Kody and Christine got married, and based on Kody's behavior when courting Christine, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Meri ended up being more supportive than Kody. I noticed this too. I took it as a sign that despite his best efforts to convince us and himself otherwise, Kody and Meri really were in love at one point. No, I think Meri still is in love. I don't think Kody... I'm going to be honest. I don't think Kody ever loved Meri. I ain't seen him display no love or affection to Meri. Have you? Go ahead and state when. And I'm not going to hold my breath because I don't want to pass away today. As far as Meri and Christine goes, some people just don't mesh. Either they were really good at masking it for a long time. If they were good and then something happened and now they aren't going back. I feel like this lifestyle is very cruel to women. The conditioning, the pitting against each other. I'm not playing into it was the cult situation or religion or polygamy or all this, because these are all grown-ass people and they all have a mind of their own. Remember, all these women will preach on independence and individuality. Okay? Hashtag worthy up. Meri's charging people hundreds of dollars because she claims to be a motivational life coach. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I can't. Back to the topic of conversation. I believe Meri is obviously still obsessed. I'm going to put it on that level. She is obsessed with Kody Brown. I don't give a rip how much she says. I don't like Kody. I'm not in love with Kody. Kody this, Kody that. I want to point that out. It's always Kody. Meri's always talking about Kody because that's her identity still. She loves it. That should speak volumes to you. Not what Meri says. Meri's actions should speak louder than Meri's words. And Meri's actions and body language is screaming desperate to me. That's just me and my opinion. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.